fucking YouTube. Dude, I'm just like lagging out all of a sudden. I just don't know what's going on. My shit just keeps crashing. And I'm pissed because I was in the flow. I was in the exact flow, and I don't know what the last thing you guys heard was. But I'm gonna just keep going. I felt like I was. God damn it! I was on the flow, man. I don't remember what was the last thing you guys heard. Is anyone in here from before? Can you just tell me what was the last thing you guys heard, and then I can keep going. Otherwise, I'll just keep going on the next tab. They're fucking with me, you guys. I'm telling you. Yeah, the puppy's passed out, man. We just went on a big ass walk. But like I was saying, man. And okay, I know exactly where I was. Okay, so this is what I mean. The feds have to continuously kill the housing market with raising rates because inflation. They have to fight inflation, but by fighting inflation, you're killing the housing market. Now, if you guys come over here and look, and I've been telling you guys, if you can afford to wait on a house, wait on a house. But here's the thing. Median home prices declined from 480K in Q4 2022 to 437 in Q1 2023. That is a fucking massive decline. That is a massive crash, you guys. Crashing the market. Treasury bonds. Yes, exactly. So they're sitting there. They have no choice. They have to crash the market, like I said, to get you guys back into the treasury bonds because they have to refill the the treasury account. They have to fucking refill it because they're still broke. They need everybody to come repopulate that treasury account real quick with bonds. So what you're going to do is you're going to crash it. So I feel like a pretty good drop is about to come in the market. And like I said, everybody's running on over out of the bank systems into these treasury bonds that see it. You follow the money. Now, I'm not telling you to buy that, but I'm telling you what the money is seeing and what the big guys are seeing. And they always fucking know. So back to history repeating itself. Another thing that's going, well, before I get into that and all of this. So back to this. So now the median price, because you are crashing the market. No one can afford these new houses. I don't give a fuck. No one can. And there's going to be more rates, and the rates are going to go up, and they're going to go up, and they're going to go up. They have no choice, and they're going to keep printing. Now that the debt ceiling's up, they're going to keep fucking printing more. It is going to be a disaster. We are already started the death spiral. Now, this is, you're already seeing declines rapid. Now what are they doing? Because you have the rapid declines in the housing market, it's going too fast. They cannot afford this. The Fed's balance sheet is $3 trillion in mortgage-backed securities, and their value is dropping by the second. Now, if you look over here, what are we doing? Again, talk about history repeating itself. We're going back to 2008, and we're going back to ninja loans. Home buyers will be able to put down as little as 1% under the new program. Again, we are going straight back to history repeating itself. Here, let's keep loading up on the time bomb. Let's keep loading up on the time bomb, and when it happens, we will ask the government for a bailout, and guess what? They just gave us an unfucking limited cap. They just gave us an unlimited fucking cap. Bailouts galore, but what they will call them is bail-ins. It will be bail-ins, not bailouts. They are different types of things. And I can go ahead and make a video on that and explain the difference because there's a very big difference between them. And the bail-ins are going to come in, and that's how they're going to disguise them, even though they truly are bailouts as a different fucking term. So, like I was telling you guys, this is a massive problem. And it talks about here with ISDA, and this talks about Phase 6, and this talks about all the steps that they're taking to correct the 2008. This came out just a couple weeks ago here. And this was Gary Gensler as well on the 20. This was a couple days ago. There's a risk in our capital markets today because the availability of relatively low margin or even zero margin funding to our large macro hedge funds. Basically, nobody's fucking giving these guys money. Nobody's loaning these guys anything. Nobody's giving them fucking leeway. Like I told you, but with the new ISDA contracts, you cannot give these guys leeway anymore. You fucking can't. And this is going to be a problem. Not only is there a liquidity crunch, there's a credit crunch. And I keep on saying that. It's a massive deal. And every time Phase 6 comes, this gets harder and harder and harder. And this is what he's talking about. The 9-month contracts. When the 9-month contracts come, we're fucked. When the 12-month contracts come, we're fucked because nobody's going to borrow to these guys because they don't have fucking funds to back them up. They don't have the money to back into these new contracts. Like I told you before, on master agreements in ISDA before, they only had to put down a credit support annex, which means they had to put down no collateral, zero. They just showed they had to have collateral to back that contract, and they would collect a fee by the banks. The banks would continuously open up brand new contracts over and over and over, even if they didn't have the liquidity to back them. They didn't give the collateral to back them. They didn't care because they could still collect on the fees and collect on the fees in the meantime. Well, now it's completely different. You have a third party watching. ISDA now sees it. There's now a central clearing system that's coming into place. So they can no longer sit here and do this other bullshit behind scenes. These banks are not going to be able to clear contracts that that the people can't afford. ISDA will now be clearing those through a centralized clearing system. And this is worldwide, and it should have been done a long time ago. And this is what he's going to be talking about here. So if you come down here, pointing out the success of liquidity stresses that have occurred in recent years. I'm not going to get into that. So it talks down to early in 2008. Despite introducing mandatory central clearing, this is what I'm talking about. Is this now giving in central clearing? You have to have them clear your contracts. You cannot sit there and accept bad contracts. It's changing everything. Phase 6 is changing everything. People just, you're not seeing the back end because they continuously push out margins out into October. They continuously cheat for these guys that are so done, so over leveraged, so they should have been margined so long ago that it's just been bailouts. Oh, I'm so sorry. Margining of non-clear derivatives and higher bank capital requirements. And this is what I'm talking about. There's higher banking capital requirements for each phase 6 contracts. They have to come down with collateral now, not a credit support annex. That is a massive, massive deal. Like I said, there's a credit crunch and a liquidity crunch at the same time. There's nothing they can do to stop this. You have a housing market crash going on at the same time. You now have inflation that's about to skyrocket, or rates that have to combat that and continuously skyrocket. The United States is in a horrible position right now, and this is why you're seeing BRICS going up, 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 up. And not only that, they got Saudi Arabia, they got oil money. United States used to have that, and now they don't have that. Now they have that. That is a big deal. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes right now that is against the United States, and it's, dude, there's going to be a lot of things coming on. So it's going to help my credit risk here, and this was I was talking about. This is the issue in 2008, and this is why all of Phase 6 was created. Phase 6 was created to stop the same bullshit that happened in 2008. The financial system has become more susceptible to liquidity crunches following market shocks. The wide-scale sourcing and posting of margin and balance sheets constraints on banks have times created situations where central banks have had to act to prevent liquidity stresses from spiraling out of control. Everyone sees what the fuck's going on. The central banks need to continuously bail out all of these fucking bad actors, and they continuously have to do that by printing and printing and printing, which is causing spirals, and the United States is by far the worst of it. Now, if you look at this last thing, Citadel Securities. When I was talking to you guys that they fucking hate the auction rule, they absolutely fucking hate the auction rule because it will kill Citadel and it will kill Virtue Finance. It will fucking kill them. It will be the end of payment for order flow, and they will fucking go under, and they know it. So what do they say? What is price size improvement? Size improvement is the market maker using rule exemption 203B-2. I can fill your share before I locate shares. It's fill before locate exemption market maker. Now, that means that they can take as many orders as they want, and they can fill it without the shares, even if they don't have it. They don't give a fuck. They have exemptions that they have to find shares in a certain amount of time, and obviously they can sit there and do this and roll this and hide this in gray area. We've all seen it happen. We all know what they can do. Well, by creating these over and over and over, what we call the synthetics, the market maker exemptions is what they really are. I don't call them synthetic shares. I call them market maker exemptions because that's all you have. You have market maker exemption shares. That's all they are. It's fucking a joke. You have an obligation where the market maker still has to fill them. So I don't call them synthetics because it's still on the market maker's books. They still have to fill them. But what they're trying to do here is say, hey, you guys, you don't want to get this new rule in because without it, it'll destroy payment for order flow. And look what he says here. Payment for order flow gives us about $15 billion. So this means that there's about $15 billion from retail. I want you to understand what this is truly saying. We have sold retail $15 billion worth of stocks using market maker exemption 203B that we don't have the shares, which means that those retail people don't currently have the shares. $15 billion a year we fill. $15 billion a year we give synthetics worth to retail. And then we fill it when it actually benefits us. Because how do market makers make money? Well, they fill the shares when it's lower price. So what do? They take your order, they attack it through the media, they fill a whole bunch of synthetics, they lower the price. Not naturally, they do it because they inflate the price. They inflate the share count in the back end. So now they can lower it, and then they fill your order. And guess what? They just made 25 cents, 30 cents. Well, if they do that a million and millions and million times a day, like I said, they're bragging and they're trying to tell you, we steal from you, and then when you put an order in, we short your stock, we bash that stock, and it's for the good of the market. Wholesalers provide $15 billion a year worth of fucking synthetics. Good job, US. Good job. Now, back to all this going on. So like I said, you have all of these fucking there's crunches in every single sector. And the problem is that now it's happening in the derivative sector. The derivative sector has quadrillions unaccounted for. I'm going to say that one more time. The derivative sector has over quadrillions of dollars. Quadrillions. I know there's not that much in the world, so when all of a sudden those quadrillions start to come exposed and all of a sudden, hey, this doesn't make sense. Hey, this is a fake contract. Hey, you have to renew this. It's not going to work. No matter how long the government pushes shit off, no matter how far they can't, it can't. All these governments cannot do it. All they're going to have to do is keep printing. And this is why every fucking government wants a CBDC. This is why they all want it. Because they know every country is in a deathward spiral and all they can do is print, and inflation worldwide is fucking astronomical. Why? Because once again, that $31.4 trillion all went to defense budgets, their buddies, hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars over budget, and they let them keep it. Stole from the market, steal $15 billion a year. And now, you guys, I want you to understand something. This is $15 billion a year just filling your orders. How much money do they doing illegal stuff? How much money do they get shorting your stocks? Do you understand what I'm saying here? Think about it. A market maker is somebody who takes your order, gets to fill it, and gets at their terms, and has the ability to manipulate the entire market on algorithms. So they make sure that every order they get, that stock price goes down before they fill it. And in the end of the day, this is why I continuously tell you guys, get the fuck out of these banks. Once again, New York Banking Commission freezes New York deposits at Capital One and Key banks. They freeze deposits. You are going to try to get your money, and it's not going to be there. Just like I was showing you when it comes time to retire, your money won't be there. The United States doesn't have it. It's already spent. It's already gone. It's already trying to go to other Ponzi schemes that they need to go ahead and bail out. That's where your money is. That's where your retirement fund is. That's where your 401k, all your 401k really is. It's in complete bullshit. I said, guys, this is literally ridiculous what is happening in the United States. And it's at this point where they have collapsed every single market. They've created programs, and then created backup programs, and created backup programs, and they fucking maxed them all out. The FDIC literally just went up to the banks a couple weeks ago and said, you guys, you need to pay all these billions in fees because we have no money. And guess what? When a couple more banks happen, the FDIC is going to have nothing. They're going to have to go to the government for a bailout. The FDIC, think about that. The FDIC, the people who insure money, is going to have to go and get more money from either the banks or the government. The people who insure money need to go get more money from the government or the banks. If that's not a thing to say, holy fuck, I don't know what is. Was that this shit is insane, and there's nothing these guys can do. They let it get out of control every day. The problems are still there. It's not like they're getting fixed. This is the problem. They're not fixing anything. All they're doing is prolonging it and pushing it into this corner, hiding it under this rug, hiding it under this rug. But the problems are still occurring every single day. Now, the last thing I want to go over, because this actually truly pissed me off, and you know, well, let's go over two things quick. Hold on, let me find it. Where the fuck is it? All right. Sure, everybody now knows about Elon here. And all of a sudden, the ties start coming together, dude. Fucking, he's running with Big Ron. Ken Griffin loves Ron. Ken Griffin's backing Ron. Which means the guy who fucking hates short sellers, the guy who pretends he's on your side, gets money from Ken Griffin to help buy Twitter. Now he's representing the same fucking politician Ken's backing. So what was that? A political donation? Was that what that was, to help buy Twitter, or what was that? You see what I'm saying? Hey, Elon, get into office. Here's some cash. I know you have, after your fucking Twitter deal, you're here you go, buddy. Here's a little bit more cash. Quick, you probably need a little more on hand. I don't know what the fuck, but like I said, it's all a big fucking hand job show. It's all a big fucking hand job show. Here they are at that game. It's all just a big hand job show. Who else was there? Oh, the Saudi Arabians. And what else happened? Oh yeah, they took $2 fucking billion donation from Kushner, who's the other piece of shit in the box office with them right here. And here's the Saudi Arabians. It's a big fucking handjob show. Don't tell me they don't have... You see what I'm saying, dude? It's like our political system is fucking corrupt as shit. It's the most corrupt thing you've ever seen in your fucking life. And now they're doing it out in public. It's all a gong show. So if you sit there and think Mr. Elon and all these... Oh, no, there's some good ones out there. No, they're not. Because all of a sudden you go more into Twitter. Who did he hire? He hired a WEF person. So now a fucking WEF person is the CEO of fucking Twitter. So now the people we fucking hate. Oh, Ken Griffin owns part of Twitter now. Or yeah, has stake in Twitter. So the people we fucking hate are now owners of Twitter. And then this guy goes, well, I'm the face of Twitter. I'm here for freedom and speech and all this shit. But yet I continuously see myself get shadow banned. Okay. You said, guys, it's all a 1% hand job club, and you're not fucking part of it. It costs $100,000 a bottle for this lube. This is some fucking lube that you've never even heard of. It does some things you've never even imagined. This shit's laced with everything. Look at Elon's smile here. He just got his hand jibber from Ken. Look at Ken. That's a smirk. He's like, yeah, I just gave him a hand job. See, he's down here shaking his hand. Elon's like, yeah, I just got the best fucking hand job from Ken Griffin. Don't worry, we got him hooked in line sinker with fucking Ron DeSantis. Yeah. Elon, how was that hand job? Oh, it's the best fucking hand job I've ever had in my life, dude. You should see this lubricant. Oh, yeah. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? $2 billion donation is just no big deal, dude. No fucking big deal, dude. Now all of a sudden it's like, okay, we'll get into more of this shit later because I got way more going on into this. This picture right here, I got way more going on into Mr. Elon Ski here. We'll see if my Twitter account gets banned over this. They're all the 1% gibber clubs, guys. They're all that 1% hand gibbers club. No one's on your side, I'm telling you. None of them. It's fucking crazy, though. It's just fucking crazy. And then what do? We got to go after the meme stalkers. Anyone who says that we're going after banks, I'm going to get I already know they're going to come after me. I already fucking know. Because I'm out here talking shit about the banks. But the thing is I don't fucking short any of the banks I talk shit about. I just make sure that everyone knows they're fucking evil corporations and they're fucking Ponzi schemes and they're felons and they're fucking run by mafias and they work with cartel and they run drugs and they do sex trafficking and they have fucking money laundering for cartel. They have money laundering for oligarchies. They have money laundering for blacklisted clients. They have the most fines in the entire market. JP Morgan has 236 fines to this day that we know about. There's probably 5,000, 10,000 more we don't know about. JP Morgan also has the largest short position in gold, which has more than their assets, which shouldn't be allowed, which is why they're spoofing the gold market, which they got in trouble for spoofing. Precious metals. What do you know? It's the biggest joke Ponzi scheme ever. Banks need to go away. Nothing and no one should be too big to jail and too big to fail. If anyone goes after these banks, we're going to go after them. They're trying to kill the banking system. It's the meme stockers. It's not the fact they're over margined in the fucking derivatives market. It's the meme stockers. It's not the fact that JP Morgan called the 4 biggest people in SVB Bank, made them pull their bank out and collapsed, and 90% of the deposits went to JP Morgan. It's the meme stockers. Said guys, they have nothing. They're fucked. They're sitting there blaming us, just like the teachers' pension fund. Oh God, it's the fucking meme stalkers. Here you go. Guess what? 2011 fucking went down on our thing. Negative watch again for the credit rating. Like I said, guys, a crash in my eyes in history is pounding you in the face. It is coming. Watch it. Because they gotta fill those treasuries. They gotta fill that treasury account. They have no choice. They have no choice but to get demand for the treasury bonds. And here's the thing. For the first time, there's not a whole bunch of demand coming from other countries. So what do they have to do? They have to look within their own country and say, how can we create demand? We gotta crash the market. We need people to pull and go into our fucking bullshit. And then they can fund our next fucking criminal act. God, I fucking hate this shit. I can't fucking... Like, you finally wake up to the Matrix. What a fucking joke, dude. And what do you know? This time it'll be different. Main stages of a bubble. You get it off, go it up here, get the delusion, boom, 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 denial, falls down. Like I said, it's the same shit. Everybody, we just saved the fucking everything. We just raised the debt ceiling. It's normal. We're gonna be good again. And crash. Why do you crash? We gotta get the demand. We have to get the demand in the treasury market. Be fucking ready. Every fucking chart in history is showing you it is right in front of you. They have to get that account filled. It's number one priority for them. They have to refund the fucking next Ponzi's, the bailouts. They have to refund that treasury account. They have to. Dude, I've been shadow banned a fuck ton, man. Everyone talking shit, by the way, about the movie theater industry. You're all fucking clowns. We're getting back to the goods. Easily. We're going to surpass these numbers. Easily. Everyone that's still a no voter, you're a fucking... I'm sorry. You just don't understand. These fucking guys, we're burning money. We're still going to be burning money. I want everyone today who's listening, go ahead and check out AMC's finances. If you've never done it, go look at how much cash they have on hand. Go look at how much they burn. See how many quarters they have left. Go see it when they project to be profitable. They need to raise fucking capital. They have to. And if you want them to do it through billions more at Ape at $1, like I said, now they have all these votes, and it's just going to be worse and worse and worse. And AMC at this point, doing it the way that they're doing it, can raise billions and billions, kill the short thesis, pay off debt in fucking full, do some more things, and once again, you would have the number one stock in an industry that is back to up and coming when you bought it at an all-time low. So now you have a great long play, and now if you're a short and AMC pays off its debt, now gets too profitable, they continuously come out with new revenue streams. They're now coming out with their own new candy. They're continuously coming out with new ideas, and if they can get to profitability, pay off the debt, stop paying hundreds of millions in fucking interest on these bonds to predatory lenders who own the debt of your fucking company, who have covenants, who control how you can spend your finances. If you think getting out from under them is a bad idea, I don't know what to tell you. All while lowering your float. I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, guys, it's crazy to me that there's anybody in the fucking world that says that the no votes is good. And everybody that loves Al from Boston, once again, the dude got rejected by the fucking judge and his boyfriend, fucking Ethan, for the like 100th time. You guys are fucking clowns. Absolute fucking clowns, dude. Like I said, they're back to ninja loans. They're back to 2008 in every possible fucking way, dude. There's nothing else they can do. And these contracts, 9-month renewals are coming right around the corner. They're actually in what, 3 days? 4 days. 4 days they start. Give them about 2 weeks to process, 2.5 weeks to process, and you're gonna start seeing a fucking massive problem in the United States. And this is why they want to take action against short sellers, but they want to go after us who are complaining and fucking up the banks, because what they want to do is blame us for the banking system failure, not the fact that the banking system was a giant Ponzi scheme and we just woke up. Again, for the cat, the consolidated, this is what I've been telling you guys forever. This system will finish it off. This system gives them no more excuses. This system tracks your broker ID, your customer ID. They see the venue ID. They see the date, a timestamp on the entire trade. They see the entire life cycle of the trade. This gives the SEC zero excuses to not know anything, to not know any corruption, and it stops 100% corruption, which is why they've pushed this off for 2.5 years. The first time I ever heard about the CAT system, it was one of my first videos in 2021. I told you guys the CAT system would be the end of everything. And it is. And that's why they've pushed it off for fucking 4 years. 4 years they pushed it off. This CAT system is the end of it all. This is instant knowledge to everything and the entire life cycle of a trade. And that's why they keep on pushing it, and they cannot have it. All right. Oh, and my favorite Deutsche Bank. Remember? We talked about them a while ago, and I thought they were going to be another one to collapse. Guess what? They're tied to Jeffrey Epstein, sex trafficking. Facilitating. They literally facilitated it in order to turn profits. Deutsche Bank literally helped Jeffrey Epstein be a pedophile on his island. And no one cares. They paid a $75 million fine. Think about this. They facilitated sex trafficking to turn profits to Jeffrey Epstein, and in return, they only paid $75 million. First of all, why the fuck have I not posted this? This is the shit reporters need to show. Every fucking one of them. Like, this shit is fucking disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. And then they pay $75 fucking million. Like I said, my account will be banned one day, and when it does, I'm a fucking I'll get another one. But like I said, dude, this shit is pathetic, dude. No, I know Cinemark is, man. I know Cinemark is, and that's why they blow it the fuck up, because it's their thing, and they sit there and use all the things that should be positive for AMC as well, but they don't make it as positive for AMC. They only do it for the stock that they own in Cinemark, which is why Cinemark's so much higher as well. Also, I mean, they don't have the debt that AMC's. They don't have the same situation as AMC. I mean, I get it's 106, but you also got to look at financial situations as well, too. But like I said, guys, this shit is fucking... Every one of these guys should be in federal prison. Federal prison. And they should all be known as the pedos in that prison, because those people get fucked up in those jail systems. And that's what they deserve. Not a $75 million fine, and they get to go to work the next day at the same fucking bank that was facilitating I mean, they were literally, good God. You guys, look at this. Has not publicly. I just fucking can't believe this shit. I just can't believe this shit, dude. Like I said, this shit should be fucking making you guys puke. What is going on in the world? And these 1% fucking freaks. They can just hide it by paying off a judge, a media, anything. Like I said, the shit is completely fucked up. Fucking crazy. This shit's fucking crazy, dude. But yeah, like I said, guys, I don't know what happened on that first video. Sorry it cut out. Does anyone have any questions? Man, we went over phase 6 like 15 minutes ago, dude. If you didn't watch this stream, all of it, I highly suggest you do. Said, guys, it's coming. History is showing you. It's fucking coming. It is fucking coming. That crash is fucking coming. They have to fill this up. They have to fill this up. They need demand for their fucking treasuries. They need it. They absolutely fucking need it. And you need it by the trillions. How can you DM me? Do you have Twitter? You can send me something on Twitter. What's up with Randall? Dude, I haven't talked to Randall in a long time. I honestly haven't. I don't know. He said he lost faith, and I said, okay, well, I don't know. Like I said, I still like Randall. I still think he's a good person. I don't think he got paid off. He just... I don't know why that one document got him down so bad. I'm like, dude, like I said, I just don't know. Maybe I can convince him one day to relax. I mean, eventually it gets to everybody, man. Like, and then the more corruption you find, and he does DD every day, and it's just nonstop fucking like, hey, eventually gets you. Like, dude, this shit pisses me the fuck off too. And it's like, eventually, I mean, for after years of you going, why isn't this guy getting arrested? Well, he's not only not getting arrested, he's paying a small fine of $75 million, and then they this is what needs to be abolished. This right fucking here. As long as this happens, as long as these are around, they will break every law in the world. And they will fucking sit there and just pay fines, and they will never admit to doing those fucking crimes. We need to abolish acceptance, waiver, and consent. It has to fucking go. It has to. Hold on, let me go back up. When will it squeeze? Like I said, man, I've been projecting a market crash, and now history showing me there will be a market crash right around the 9-month. I said right around the 9 to 12-month ISTA contracts, and history is showing that's right when they're gonna crash. I expect to crash within the next couple weeks. Refill that fucking treasury account, get that treasury account back up, and keep going at it. Keep up the corruption. Keep doing your fucking bullshit. And the fact that all this money, the fact that big money is running to treasury bonds for the higher rates, and only seeing what's happening, yeah, tells me all I need to know. Like I said, guys, if you're holding your money at all, any amount, in any of these big banks, you're just hurting yourself at this point. Everything's showing you what's going on. Where's Billy? Billy, he's chilling right now, He's sitting in the hospital. He's hoping that we get, he gets his operation, which is the fucking reverse split and the conversion. He's just, he's on the waiting list, and he's hoping that he gets his kidney soon. He's feeling good. But, we're all hanging out with Billy right now. We're all, going out, bringing him some popcorn, his favorite treat, and we're all having some fun. Like I said, man, phase 6 was the bomb that y'all didn't see coming, I'm telling you. Everything and everyone's fucking saying it. Everyone. Charts are showing it. History shows it. Like I said, the shit's fucking... Shit's about to get real, man. Invest wisely. Protect your money wisely. Make sure you're in good spots. Big old Dougie Fresh. I don't know if Dougie was a Jeffrey guy. I don't think Big Dougie was. Doug just seems kind of like a nerd, dude. Every time I've ever seen any of his like shit, he just seems like a nerd. A guy who was a nerd and then got picked on, and now he's taking out his revenge by stealing from everyone, thinking he's cool as hell now. Spy puts, man. I don't give financial advice, man. I'm just showing you what history says. I'm giving you the knowledge. It's it's your responsibility to have the knowledge what to do with those tools. You know what I'm saying? You do it. You do what you want to do there. But I'm showing you what big money's doing. I'm showing you what everything's screaming at you. When will the reverse split happen? I mean, it's still got to be. We'll see what. I'm not gonna give a date right now, man. It could be pushed off. Fucking. I don't know. We'll see. I can't believe it's taken this long. It's been the biggest gong show bullshit I've ever fucking seen. Like, what a joke of a fucking lawsuit. I think they'll find a way to postpone it. I mean, I feel like they're already trying to postpone it. That one company wrote in complaining that they didn't want the reverse split to happen, so they're trying to postpone it. Like I said, the fact that they don't want it that bad, like I said, dude, there's nothing bad about this reverse split and conversion. It's fucking 100% all good. Nothing goes away. Obligations are still there. Contracts in the background and the derivatives are still there. They all still need to be accounted for. They all still need to be renewed. Everything is still in a broker's account. Nothing gets deleted. The shares, you all get the correct shares at the end of it. So all of these people are still on the hook for those obligations, those liabilities, and they're still in your account. They don't just disappear. Everybody if you ever hear somebody say it disappears, they have no knowledge of the stock market, and just stop listening right there. Shut them the fuck off, because they're stupid as fuck. It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever... Think about this. Think about this. Let me explain to you how stupid that is. Let's say I'm a bank, or I'm somebody else, or a broker, and I have an obligation sitting there, and somebody owes an obligation to me, and a conversion happens. So that means somebody owes me money too. You think I'm going to say, hey, the conversion happened, just don't worry about that money in the back end? No, they don't just forgive it because a conversion happened. It goes over to the new cusp ID, and that obligation is still fucking owed. Come on, guys. Don't fall for stupid shit. Like I said, the second you hear somebody, oh my god, anything disappears, or it's a way for them to get out of it because suddenly you have no knowledge of the stock market. Shut up. Stop talking about anything. You shouldn't even be making fucking YouTube videos. Al from Boston, you're the dumbest piece of shit I've ever fucking listened to, met, talked to. You're literally the dumbest fuck ever. Spencer, you're dumber than shit. Froggy Stonk, Mark Cahodes, you're the biggest worthless piece of fucking trash I've ever met. Speaking of Mark Trash, Mark fucking Trash, the guy's trying to bash Bill Bickham's. I'm Mark Chodes. I'm giving hand job. Fuck you, Mark. You're a big fucking douchebag. Why do you have people admitting that you're paying them money? Now let's go ahead and check this out here. Also, by the way, you big fucking piece of shit. Mark Cahodes acts like he's friends and he doesn't like short sellers, but instead his main passion is shorting for one. So I went in and I showed everybody how Mark Cahodes fucking is just the biggest piece of shit ever, and how he has black off fucking style shit, and he has cyber stocks and assassinates people character, and that's why you're a big pile of fucking shit. This fucking dude tried to befriend a guy. Listen to this. This fucking dude, Patrick Burns, was gonna get exposed by a reporter. So fucking Mark Chodes goes ahead. He tries to befriend this reporter, and then he ends up bashing the reporter, using the reporter's son died, and he goes out and he bashes the guy next day. Tried to use his son's death against him to pump a stock. You're a fucking waste of space and a piece of shit, Mark Cahodes. Fuck yourself. And on that note, guys, I gotta go. I gotta run up to work. Thank you very much for listening. Have a good weekend, y'all.